The anxiety of a first date is enough to drive anybody crazy.
I'm nervous, Max. I'll admit it. I'm nervous, okay? I'll admit it. I'm nervous, all right?
The amount of money, at least in New York and New Jersey, and I'm sure Miami, LA, or even in Texas, everywhere the prices are through the roof. So imagine for a date right from rip, you're at least spending $250, at least gas, tolls, Olive Garden, you know, all the fanciness. But between your fit, your haircut, maybe if you get manis or petties, dudes do that.
Did you tell him about my pedicures?
No, Robert.
Washing the car, gassing the car, an extra Omer was about $10. You only got $100 left to buy a banger fragrance for this date night. So you want an overall presentation of impressiveness. But let's face it, you want to make an amazing first impressions from top to bottom, exterior and interior, and so on. So if you tell me, Uncle Cuba, I need one fragrance for a date night, my budget is $100, bro. What can we do? I want to blow her socks off before I blow her back out.
Hit it from the back.
How you gonna do it?
Hit it from the back. Hit it from the back. Hit it.
Well, I've compiled a small list of 5 fragrances, just simple, 5 to not complicate your life, all within that $100 budget that are beautiful pieces that you can absolutely wear to drop her drawers, hopefully, on that first date. Is that rushing it? That's first base, right? Let's roll my music so I can put you onto 5 beautiful date night fragrances for $100 or less.
We're all alone. In case you cared, out of all your friends, I wanna be Cuba.
Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy C to the U to the B today. $100. You can't do nothing with $100, and that's nothing with a capital F. There's not a damn thing you can do for $100. You can't go nowhere to eat. McDonald's is crazy. Burger King is wild. Wendy's has lost her mind, but she was a ginger, so she was already crazy.
I love those redheads, man. I know you.
So $100, I mean, can we find something sexy for $100? Yeah, of course. First, I'm gonna start off with a no-brainer, an easy option, one that 95% of you potentially have in your collection. All the gray market dealers can definitely pull this off for under $100, and it is an absolute compliment-grabbing monster with freshness, versatility, signature scent-worthy date night sexiness. Why did I just automatically jump to sex? That's inappropriate, Cuba. And that's 𝐷𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐿. Easy, dumb reach fragrance for a date night. When you have a large collection or none at all, and you don't want a complicated scent profile to impress on that date, especially when you're already strapped for cash, this is an absolute no-brainer. This is bottle number 2 at this point, because guess what happens? Gave the last one away. Uncle Cuba's coming fat like Santa Claus and giving shit away like it too. The pineapple bergamot creamsicle kind of energy that 𝐷𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐿, especially in the price point, Mancera and Montal can rarely be beat. The price points of these fragrances are phenomenal, in particular the flagship like 𝐷𝐴𝐻𝐿, or you can even go the intense route, which isn't morbidly more intense, but it has a little snippet more, but I think the original is perfectly fine. You'll probably save anywhere from like $5 to $10 just getting the original joint, and this is absolutely a fragrance that you can reach for and blindly pick up to go on that date night and will offend nobody and impress all. Next one. Now this next one was kind of like a shot in the dark, but I put it on my original list and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna leave it there because it does stand out. It's bold, it's a little richer, it's slightly more daring, but it shows that you're willing to take risks and not play it safe like the rest of these other fuckboys, and I'm talking about Arabian Tonka by Montal. Once again, Montal and Mancera in that $100 space, gray market pricing can absolutely blow most of the competition out of the water. A lot of performance, great density, amazing sillage, and an eclectic variety of different notes. But I was trying to go like off the cuff really quick, and Arabian Tonka was one that came into my head. It's ambery, it's sweet, it's sugar, it's rose oud, but not traditionally the rose oud that can be slightly challenging. Not necessarily a freshy fragrance like maybe a 𝐷𝐴𝐻𝐿 can be, but if you live in a chillier situation or at night, it does get a little brisk in places like LA, maybe even Miami. You get that cold wind, and she's potentially wearing her perfect little black dress with her decked out heels. She might have nippleitis at the end of the night, so something warm, comforting where you can kind of get close and she's like, damn, this dude doesn't smell like my ex or the 2 other dudes that I dated this week, so maybe he's interesting and can potentially be my future ex-husband.
All these ghosts, and I still can't find a boo.
I think Arabian Tonka has that kind of energy. Performance, check. Sillage, check. Budget, super check. And uniqueness with likability? Yeah. No brainer. Here's a sleeper, and I think I saw this joint on a website, and if I was correct, I will put the link in the description, but 𝗏𝐵𝐿𝐻𝐶 𝗏𝐿𝐻. Wow, qué lindo. This screams date night. Powdery, sexy, slightly mysterious, very inviting, beautiful, sweet tonka energy, a little bit of a cardamomish vibe, slight suede-ish nuances. Of course, you get that lipstick bag kind of essence, some mild rosy florals, but nothing too feminine. Elegance is the name of the game. Maybe you're going to a play, an opera, and your attire needs to fit the bill. Not everybody's going to a standard movie or a regular restaurant. You're standing out. Maybe you rented a nice little whip. Maybe you got a little chauffeur, or you got your homie put on a little Amazon hat and be like, yo, Ralphie, fucking drive, do 2 pumps of cocaine and let's get it pushing. I'm not speaking from experience. I'm just hypothetically putting a scenario out there.
Fine with me.
I think Roberto Cavalli is a wildly underrated sexy fragrance that I've mentioned in a previous video that one of my subscribers was like, yo, this whole line is fire. And I 100% agree, as when I first discovered all these fragrances, I was like, yes. So I think for the budget of under $100, Roberto Cavalli, let's be honest, the entire Uomo line can be put up on this list, but I think starting with the OG, the flagship from that Uomo line, which would be Roberto Cavalli Uomo, is a fantastical option, especially for the price. Sexy. Next one. The most popular fragrance in frag.com history, or at least in top 5, can absolutely in 2024 still be pulled off in a date, and you can still feel confident that not many dudes are gonna be wearing this around or even at all, because the hype has completely died down. And I'm gonna resurrect this bitch because 𝗪𝐼𝐻𝑇 is just a banger. I'm glad I just rebought this shit maybe a month and a half ago, if that, maybe less, because this is a staple piece. Warm, sexy, spicy, inviting, sweet. It's a risque fragrance. It's got a little bit of you know, mystery behind it. It's a little cuddly, titillating, not titties.
Titties?
Don't say.
Titties! Titties. Stop it. Titties? Classic.
Titillating, inviting, and pretty much perfect for a date night. Tons of people have this in their collection based on its previous hype, and it's still readily available in major department stores. Gray market is where you're gonna get the best deals. I'll put links in the description if you guys are interested, but this one, definitely you will have no problem under that $100 space to wear this on a date. Yeah, papi, you're potentially gonna close the deal. Just wash your ass. And finally, this one was a rough one, being the last one, but it really caught my eye. It was pretty much in the line of sight, and I'm like, you know what? I really enjoyed the performance of this scent. It's a newer release in the clone space, and it's mirroring a fragrance that I've been enjoying tremendously lately with a ton of hype, and that's Aventus Absolute. So I had to pull off the Club de Nuit Precious One. Aventus with a cinnamon spice and more maturity, which is hard to say because Aventus is already a mature DNA. It already has the crowd-pleasing masculinity, it has the notoriety, it has the popularity. But when you pull off with a little Club de Nuit Precious joint, this one hits gorgeously off race. Like if you seen the previous video where I had my boy Ja rating this joint, even he was caught off guard like, yo, this shit smells crazy. Amazing performance, beautiful scent profile.
I'm not particularly fond of Creed, but
that's fine.
For the season, it is appropriate.
Okay.
All right, so this is wow, this is really good.
That's the clone. Under that $100 budget, depending on the hype levels which do dictate the market, you could potentially get this joint even cheaper, and I think that this is a stellar date night piece that you can absolutely pull off. It has suggestive qualities like, something's interesting about dude, I can't really figure it out. Like we're having good conversation. Your eye contact with her is absolutely epic. It's provocative in nature, slightly racy. I think it's a very good release by the House of Armaf. Maybe one of the best that they've dropped recently that has definitely caught my attention. But for date night and for that $100 budget that we're looking for, so you can do surf, turf, couple of cocktails, and valet park in City Island, then Armaf Club de Nuit Precious One is definitely one that you should have in that list. Now I only did 5 because I don't want to complicate your life. Your attention span is minimal, and I figured, you know what, let's keep it simple. If you want a part 2, leave it in the comments below, and you're welcome to contribute to the video. Leave in the comments below what the 5 fragrances you would recommend in that $100 or sub $100 space for your date night would be in the comments, and maybe I'll include it in a future video. Full disclosure. Warning, if any of my videos are not your particular taste and they trigger you in some way, please feel free to unsubscribe and watch other creators to enjoy their particular content. I'm here for satire and entertainment purposes to give you my opinion on fragrances. Therefore, if shit don't rock with you, don't watch. Don't put yourself through that torture, because I promise you, I'm not gonna lose sleep at night because you don't like me. But I want you to be happy. So go watch somebody else, because you're not meant to watch perfection. I love y'all motherfuckers from the heart. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what your favorites are in the comments below, and I'll see y'all stitches next time. You know who it is. Biggest in the gang. Smooches.
Don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense, you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.